Good morning and welcome to GCTV. I'm your host, Aubrey Hellman, and today we have premier East Coast jazz artist Buff Dillard. Welcome to the show, Buff.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, Mr. Dillard, we'll start right off. How did you get into playing music?
Started from a child, I like to say from birth. I'm born into a musical family. My dad and all of his brothers were musicians, and I was around music all my life. They played for a lot of very famous people. One of the brothers, my uncle, Moses, is a Grammy Award winner.
Really?
He won 2, actually. And so, yeah, I mean, I was just around it all the time, and it's just part of me. It's in the bloodline.
Yeah. I've heard similar stories. And jazz has a lot to do with those bloodlines, that blood feeling.
Yeah.
What made you gravitate towards jazz music in particular?
Well, after my father played and performed and toured with artists such as Otis Redding, Tina Turner, James Brown, he became a minister. And coming up in the church, you know, it was unheard of for us to pastors' kids to be involved in certain things, and rock and roll, as they called it back in the day, R&B, stuff like that, blues. Well, not blues, but mostly R&B. We couldn't play that type of music. It just wasn't sanctioned, and so I had a complex about my music. I was always playing gospel, but when I entered school and started playing in the school bands, I gravitated towards jazz. It was just something that interested me, and it gave me a reason to be able to do it outside the church. So, you know, we started, you know, dipping and dabbling in jazz, and in Philadelphia is where I really started, and started playing for a whole lot of, you know, big events, and I just fell in love with it. It wasn't offensive. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Because I played an instrumental part of style of jazz. Right. You know, so it's just music. And I felt comfortable, and more comfortable I felt, the more I got more into it and created somewhat my own genre, which is known as bone jazz. Your new record released last month, correct, Mr. Bone Jazz? Right. Mr. Bone Jazz is my latest record. I think it's release number 7 of all the CDs that I've released over the years, the course of 20 plus years. Mr. Bone Jazz is about the person I become on stage, who is not Buff Dillard. It's like a whole nother identity. But each song on that album represents an experience I went through, or just something about how I feel when the lights are on and I'm in that place performing. Right. Now, the places you perform, do you have any venues in the area that you typically perform at where people could go see? Yes. Right now, on a consistent basis, I'm at Blue Restaurant and Lounge. It's on College and 5th in Charlotte, North Carolina, every other Friday. I'm there every other Friday. I'm the in-house artist, unless they have a special event. You know, they may just book me another time, but most of the time, every other Friday. Sydney's Martini Bar, which used to be Therapy, and it's located on North Tryon, right beside Rock Bottom Cafe. I'm there periodically. I'll be there this Wednesday and once a month normally. Best way to find out is to check their website. Check the website. Website is buffdillard.com. Really easy to remember. It's my name.com. We did that purposely. If you're on social media, then you can search Buff Dillard and find some flyers and things that I'm going to be doing also. So check your Twitter and your Facebook? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn is becoming a big, you know, place where I can get in touch with people too. So I have someone 24/7 that's monitoring those sites, and anything that comes up, they're always posting for me. Now, you're quite a prolific artist, and you've played with a number of people. Do you have any particular favorites you'd like to tell us about who you've performed with? Whew.
Anyone of note?
You know, I've played with a lot of gospel, R&B, and jazz artists, and it's so many. I think what comes to mind, or who comes to mind, would be Willie Clayton, John P. Key on the gospel side. Wow, it's just so many. I'm trying to think of someone that's Faith Evans. Trying to think of the ones that people are really familiar with.
Yeah.
But I've shared the stage and been on the ticket with Alex Bouillon, Walter Beasley, Boney James, Pieces of a Dream.
Yeah.
You know, just a lot of artists in the jazz industry here in the last 10 years I've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with.
I hear Charlotte's becoming quite a bustling place for the jazz community.
Yes, it is. It is, thanks to a lot of promoters that believe in what they do and what I do. They have been able to bring a lot of jazz artists in from other parts of the country to perform here, and it has really blown up. I've seen it like really take over in the last, I would say, 10 years. Smooth jazz, you know, and yeah, so it's really working out.
That's wonderful. Now, your music. You mentioned earlier that we could find out where you're performing on your site, buffdillard.com. Is that also where we could be able to find your music? Or?
Yes, you can find links to purchase the music. Everything is download. I'm proud to say this album is on 103 stations as of about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Two of the songs they gravitated to, the public have gravitated to. But you can download it just on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, sites like that. You know, you can go and you can also sample it before you purchase it, and you can purchase one song or you can purchase the whole album. I like to get the whole album.
But of course.
Yeah.
So, do you have any songs that you'd like to perform for us today? I hear that you might have brought your instrument along.
Well, I have two that comes to mind. And one is actually named after Charlotte, North Carolina. It's called Queen City Vibe. And I don't know, we may get a chance to perform that one, or the hit Step, which is the song that's being played worldwide, internationally now.
You heard it right here on GCTV, people. This is Buff Dillard, and he'll be performing for us later, Queen City Vibe.
Biotechnology revolutionizes our world. From cosmetics to food to pharmaceuticals, the field of biotechnology is growing, and businesses are looking for highly qualified professionals to conduct important research. People just like you. Come to Gaston College to jumpstart your training in this exciting field. Through hands-on laboratory training and individualized research, students get the necessary skills to enter the field in just 2 years. Don't wait. Learn more about this exciting opportunity today. For more information, contact Anat Lev at 704-922-6336.